Hi guys, my name is Orlando Garrido and this is my first YouTube video. For you to know me, I am from Venezuela, I have 18 years old and I am a football player. I call it football, not soccer. Here in Venezuela, I'm a football player here in Venezuela. I am right now in the youth team of a semi-professional third division team here in Venezuela in Nueva Esparta state. This YouTube channel is going to be about football, is going to be about nutrition and exercises, because as a football player you need to have all of those things to develop well. So this first video is going to be about a bicep routine I use to gain the physique you need to be a good football player, because as you know, being healthy, in shape and having a great physique is part of the game. So this is what I'm going to show you, a bicep routine that I'm using right now. It has been working for me, so well, you can take some of it and use it in your own routine. Remember that it's important for you to use the routine or the exercises that works best for you, because as you know, each body is different. So well, that's one of the values that I'm going to provide here in this channel. Also, I want to make you realize that you don't have excuses to do exercises, because you're going to see here in this routine I don't use weights. I use weights, but not the typical weights. I'm not in the gym, I'm here in my house. So you're going to see that there are two bags that are full of notebooks from my high school that I used to use, that I don't use now. So each bag weighs like 12 kg, 12 kilograms. So that's the way that it's a little bit heavy for me. I go to failure in like 8 reps with that weight, but as I said back then, you have to use what works best for you. So let's go with the video. I hope you enjoyed it. So we start here with a short to long biceps curl. As you see in the title, it says to failure times 3, which means that in each and every exercise of this routine you'll go to failure in 3 sets, do 3 sets of failure. So in this exercise we are concentrating here in the peak contraction of the biceps. Concentrate that, squeeze the muscle to create the mind-muscle connection, which is key to the development of the muscle. As I fatigue, I start to drop a little bit the weight, and until I go to a complete extension of the biceps. As I said, I do as many as I can to failure. Now we're going to a weighted chin-up with a superset, 2 short chin-ups. If you don't have these bars in your house, let me know in the comments and I will give you an alternative to this exercise. Now these chin-ups, usually they are for back, for hitting the back, but is a perfect exercise for the biceps, because the biceps has 3 functions: supinating the forearm, extending the elbow, and extending the shoulders. So in this exercise, as you see, we are doing the 3 main functions of the biceps. I do as many as I can with the weight, then I drop the weight, I go again to the bar, and I do a short chin-up. Here again concentrating in the peak contraction of the biceps to create the mind and muscle connection, which is important to develop a great muscle. So again, as many as I can to failure. Now we're doing here the usual biceps curl with a superset to drag curl. Now in this biceps curl, you have to concentrate in the second part of the lift, which is the eccentric part. This part is called the concentric.
Now the eccentric is the second part where you drop slowly the weights, and this causes the soreness in the muscle. As you know, soreness is a big part of developing every muscle. So here, if you have to cheat the first part, do it. But the important part is the eccentric. So if you want to use bigger weights, you can do it, because the eccentric usually you can manage bigger weights. Now we go to a drag curl, which allow us to keep doing an exercise even though we are fatigued, because here we are letting the shoulders and a little help of the triceps to lift the weight, but still we are causing the contraction in the biceps, and again, as many as you can to failure in both exercises, in the biceps curl and in the drag curl. So we're doing here now an incline dumbbell curls with drop set. Again, 3 sets to failure. In this exercise, we are allowing the biceps to extend a little bit more, which will cause more tension in the first part there. As you can see, the second part, the top part of the lift, is much easier than the first part, which is the much tension of the exercise. Again, as many as you can, and now you drop half the weight. I was using 12 kilograms, now I'm using 6 kilograms. Here you're going to do more repetitions because it's a lighter weight, but it also burns the biceps and is a great intensity technique. Again, as many as you can, also here to failure. We finish the routine with what I call the biceps finisher. In this exercise you will hit all part of the biceps. The biceps has two parts, the internal head and the outer head, and it also has the brachialis, which divides the triceps and the biceps. It's a little muscle there. Here we start the exercise with that position of the biceps, which hits the outer bicep. Now we are hitting the brachialis, and finally we're hitting the internal part of the biceps. As I said, it was 3 movements, one alternating, that's the second one, the 2 arms, and the last one, 3 movements. You will do it 24 times, so if you do the math, it will be 8 sets in total of 3 repetitions. As you will count, and when you do 24, that's 1 set. You do it 2 times. It's a great exercise to finish your routine, and you'll see you'll get burned out with this exercise.
So there you have it, guys. That was my bicep routine. As you can see, I didn't use the typical weights. I used the weights that I made here in my house with some notebooks, and it also has some sand from the beach, because Sparta is an island that we have a beach here a lot. So, well, there you have it. I hope you like it, and you can use it in your own routine. As I said at the beginning, the value that I will give in this channel is that you don't have excuses for those, because there are people that say that maybe if they can go to the gym, they can't go to the gym, or I don't know, for whatever reason they can't lift the weight, and they believe that lifting weight is the only way to gain muscle, which it isn't true, but let's suppose it's true. There you have it. You can do it in your house. You don't have to go to the gym or to find some weights, like the typical weights. So I hope you like it, and it helps you for those that don't have the ways to go to a gym or to do those types of exercises. So another thing that I didn't tell you at the beginning is that obviamente yo hablo español porque en Venezuela se habla español. But this YouTube channel I want it to be in English because English is the universal language, so more people will see it and will understand it. Although if you want the content to be, or some content to be in Spanish, let me know in the comments. Or if you want me to use subtitles, I don't know, whatever, just let the comment there for me to get some feedback. Another thing is that I don't know when it's going to be the other video, because I'm right now starting to learn to edit my videos. So I'm getting used to it. I'm not like good, but well, I will improve. And because of that, I can't create content too frequently, but I will soon do it, hopefully. So maybe the next video will be about football training that I'm doing right now in my off season, because here in December here in Venezuela we are in off season, but I'm training, I'm grinding, and you will see some, like, it will be like day in the life videos. So well, stay tuned for that, and hopefully they will come soon. Well, that's for it. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching. Thanks a lot. So see you next time.